Welcome everybody, I am the YouTuber here and we are getting set for talking about this next channel update for my channel for content coming to my channel is talking about NCAA Football 14 um, related video. That's why the thumbnail is NCAA Football 14 because that's the type of video it is. I just um, wanted to do as a channel update video. So let me open up something here and I will get started with the video. Um, in the past, I have done bowl games according to Dynasty mode, but that's been on recording or um, off recording or recording. That was what the bowl selection was uh, for uh, selection shows and games were from Dynasty mode. Um, we may do Dynasty mode bowls in the future, but mainly sticking to the current bowl games. I did that last year, and that was a big success on my channel. So, let me get to the bowl schedule so I can tell you which is coming to what bowls we're going to be doing this year and when they're going to start. Of course, we'll do all the conference championships as well. And then we'll go over that at the end, but we're going to talk about the bowls first. Um, the reason why I don't have anything on the screen is there's something I want to show you on the screen. I mean, I could pull up the bowls to show you, but I'm probably just going to tell you. The bowls start on December 17th, and so those bowls are two bowls. You have the Bahamas Bowl, which is between Conference USA and MAC. And then you have the Cure Bowl, which is the AAC, which is the American Athletic Conference, Conference USA, MAC, Mountain West, Sun Belt Conference, and sometimes Army. And also, Army has a tie in to the next bowl we're going to be talking about, which is the RiffClaim.com Boca Raton Bowl, or the Boca Raton Bowl, which is the same conferences that I just discussed prior, which is the AAC, Conference USA, MAC, Mountain West Conference, and Sun Belt Conference. And of course, like I said, Army is also a tie in as well to that. The next bowl, so the Cure Bowl and Bahamas Bowl are on December 17th. The next day, December 18th, starts the Boca Raton Bowl celebration, cricket celebration bowl between the MEAC and the SWAC. That's the only FCS bowl game. And then you have the New Mexico Bowl also on the 18th, which is the American Conference USA and Mountain West tie-in. You have the Independence Bowl between the American Conference USA and, the Independence Bowl is between the Pac-12 and Army. If Army goes to Boca Raton Bowl, Celebration Bowl, or Armed Forces Bowl, or any other bowl that they can go to, and they don't go to the Independence Bowl, more than likely, then they'll choose another team's conference, and we'll go over that in another video. Then you have the Land Tree Bowl next, between the MAC versus Sun Belt, and then you have the Los Angeles Bowl between the Pac-12 and Mountain West, the New Orleans Bowl between Conference USA and Sun Belt. Myrtle Beach Bowl between the American MAC and Sun Belt. And then you have the Idaho Potato Bowl between the Mountain West and MAC. Frisco Bowl between the AAC Conference USA MAC, Mountain West, and Sun Belt Conference. And then you have the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl between American Army and Conference USA. Like I said, Army has a lot of bowls that they can tie into. Then you have the Gasparilla Bowl between American ACC and um, the SEC. Then you have the Hawaii Bowl between Mountain West and American. And you have the Camellia Bowl between Sunbelt and MAC. Quick Lanes Bowl, which was formerly known as the been the bowl that's had different names over the years, like the Little Caesars Bowl, the General Motors Bowl, Detroit Bowl. So the Quick Lane Bowl has had multiple, which is the one in Detroit, has had multiple names. That is between the Big Ten and MAC. So the Camellia Bowl, which is the bowl we listed before, is Sunbelt and MAC. This Quick Lane Bowl is between the Big Ten and the MAC. You have the Military Bowl between ACC Notre Dame versus American. Then you have the Birmingham Bowl, which is SEC and American. The First Responders Bowl, and that's between the Big 12. The First Responders Bowl is between the Big 12 ACC and the American Athletic Conference, or the AAC. Yeah, the Liberty Bowl between Big 12 and SEC. Holiday Bowl between the ACC and Pac-12. The Big 12 used to be associated with it, not anymore. Guarantee Rate Bowl between Big 10 and Big 12. Fenway Bowl between ACC, Notre Dame, and American. We'll find out. I'll tell you how we're gonna do some of these bowls. The New Era Pinstripe Bowl between the ACC and Big 10. Cheez It Bowl between Big 12 ACC / Notre Dame. Notre Dame. The reason Notre Dame ties into that is because they are kind of associated with the ACC for things. They're in the ACC, I think, for other conferences as well. Other sports besides football. They're independent in football, but last year they were in the ACC. The Alamo Bowl between the Big 12 and Pac-12. Duke's Mayo Bowl. The ACC, Notre Dame versus SEC. ACC / or Notre Dame versus SEC. Then you have the Music City Bowl between SEC, ACC, Big 10, or Notre Dame. Then you have the at-large teams for the Peach Bowl, Pac-12 versus SEC, and Las Vegas Bowl. Gator Bowl is SEC, ACC, Big 10, or Notre Dame. SEC versus ACC or Big 10 or Notre Dame. Now, what if you can't get Notre Dame, a Big 10 team, or an ACC team? Do you have a third They have a third conference to go to? I don't know if they do or not. Then you have the Sunday the Sun Tiger Sun Bowl. Which is ACC and Pac-12. Arizona Bowl between the MAC and the Mountain West. Orange Bowl, but in the Cotton Bowl are the semifinals, so that's the college football playoffs. And then you have the Outback Bowl between the Big Ten and the SEC. Then you have the Fiesta Bowl, which is an at-large because those to rotate each other. With the they're in a rotation with the cultural playoffs, and then you have the Citrus Bowl between SEC and Big Ten, the Big Ten versus Pac-12 in the Rose Bowl has always been a tradition. Uh, Even though the Rose Bowl is in the rotation, it is not an at-large one. And then you have the All-State Sugar between the Big 12 and SEC. That has always been the case there. Um, as in New Orleans, that uh, is in the rotation, but it's a fixed uh, meeting unless it is in the playoff semifinal, and then it's the top part of the top four. And then the next one is not a rotation, but it is Mid 12 SEC, and that is the Texas Bowl, as in Houston. All right, that is that it, and then you have the national championship. So that is it. Now let's talk about the locations and seeing where everything is. Bahamas Bowl in Nassau, Bahamas. They are asking how we do that. Well, there's a couple ways so you can do the Bahamas Bowl. Play in Hawaii because it's kind of island themed landscaping around that, or you can choose one of the stadiums in Florida. Those are the two options because you'll have a lot of palm trees and stuff for that. Next one is Orlando, so that there's no worry there. Boca Raton, I think Boca Raton. I think there's a school in Boca Raton, Florida. I'll have to double check. Atlanta, Georgia. That'll be at the what was known as the Georgia Dome. And then Albuquerque, that's the easy one. Shreveport, Louisiana. That's I think there's in the game. So is Mobile. The Los Angeles Bowl or the LA Bowl. Which keeps on changing its sponsor. So we'll just label it as the Los Angeles Bowl with and have the old LA Bowl logo. It says Inglewood, California. We can't do Inglewood, so we'll do it in the Coliseum. Yeah, the RNL Carriage New Orleans Bowl. That'll be in New Orleans. That's a definite. Then the next one, Myrtle Beach Bowl, is in Conway, South Carolina. That's technically not in the game. Um, so with that one, how we do that when I play that bowl game is like I did last time and use something else in Carolina, South Carolina. So there's that. And the Hot Potato, that's just gonna be as is. The Frisco Bowl in Frisco, Texas, will probably find some. We'll probably use the Cotton Bowl Stadium there in Dallas, Fort Worth. That's where Texas TCU plays. That games are in. That stadiums are in there, so that's not going to be a problem. Tampa will use Raymond James Stadium for that. We can always use the um, Beef Rays Bowl, which is in St. Petersburg, Florida. We can do that. We may do that if we don't have Boca Raton. I'm pretty sure we do, but there's no guarantee there. In Hawaii, that's gonna be no issue there. Montgomery, Alabama, no. Detroit, no. Annapolis, Maryland, that's gonna be at the University of, or that's at the Naval Academy, excuse me. and so that won't be any issue. Birmingham, Alabama, no issue there. Dallas, Texas, Cotton Bowl. Memphis, Tennessee, that's at the Liberty Bowl, no. San Diego, California, that's not going to be an issue that because there's a stadium there for that. Phoenix, Arizona, we'll do it in Tempe or somewhere else in Arizona. I think there's. We'll probably play it at the where they play the Fiesta Bowl. Now these next two are going to be an interesting one, and I will tell you how we are going to do it. The Pinstripe Bowl. Okay, let's talk about the Fenway Bowl. This one is even harder than the Pinstripe Bowl to do. It's in Boston, Massachusetts. We will do it at Boston College. Okay, that's what we're going to do for the Fenway Bowl. For the bowl, the Pinstripe Bowl, we are going to do that at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. We may do it, or we may do it in one of the stadiums in New York. There's colleges in New York, like Syracuse, Buffalo, stuff like that. That we may do it there too. I just don't know yet. One of the other, we back to Orlando again. That's not an issue. San Antonio, Texas. That's the Alamo Dome. Charlotte. That's not a problem. Nashville for the Mid City. That's all in the game. Another one for Atlanta. Las Vegas. We can do that. Jacksonville. We can do El Paso. We can do Tucson. We'll probably fit in there and put it somewhere else. Somewhere else then the Miami Gardens, which is Miami. That's the Orange Bowl. That's already in there. So that's been a bowl for years. Arlington. That's the AT&T Stadium. So we'll use that. Tampa. We'll do Raymond James Stadium for anything Tampa related. We had another bowl that was Tampa. Oh, the Gasparilla Bowl. And then Glendale, Arizona, that is the festival. Probably will also be where we do a lot of the Arizona ones. If not all the Arizona ones that can't be done at that city. Then you got Orlando, we already discussed them. Pasadena, Rose Bowl, no issue there. And the rest of them are no issue as well. New Orleans, Houston, which is the NRG Stadium, and then Lucas Oil for the bid that has the Big Ten Championship will be the national championship game. The playoffs, besides that, are no issue there. It'll be Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, also formerly known as Dolphin Stadium, and then Arlington, Texas, at Cowboy Stadium for the other semifinal matchup. So that's gonna be how we will do the bowl games. You have two on the 17th. You have two. You have here 3, 7. Yeah, 7, 8, 18th bowls. One on the 20th. Two on the 21st. One on the 22nd. One on the 23rd. One on the 24th. One on the 25th. Two on the 27th. And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the 28th. 4 on the 29th. 4 on the 30th. 4, 5 on the 31st. 5 on January 1st. 1 on January 4th, and then the championship game on January 10th. We're going to try to do it as scheduled. That's going to be a lot. I will probably start recording I will record that on time. So starting the 17th, I will start live streaming those. We'll have a selection show before then. Once I figure out who's in those bowls, I'll have a selection show prior to that. Now, that's for the bowl games. We will be covering the conference championship uh, games as well. Um, uh, which are going to start a whole lot earlier than we have in the past. And we will talk about that in a minute. Let's start that right now. We have two games for December 3rd, which is as follows. Conference USA Championship, which will be at site to be determined, which is between the East and West champ. More likely they'll be on a campus site from either team. The Pac-12 Championship will be in Las Vegas. We'll have it in Santa Clara. Big 12 Championship, Arlington, Texas. That won't be an issue. And you have the back. These are the ones that are on December 4th. These are the rest of uh, the conference championship. You have the Big 12 MAC, Mountain West, Sun Belt, American, SEC, SWAC, ACC, Big 10. The ones that are designated to a site are Big 12, MAC, SEC, ACC, and Big 10. And those are in AT&T Stadium, Mercedes-Benz Stadium, formerly known as the old yeah, as the new stadium, and will be used as a Georgia Dome. Bank of America Stadium, that's just what it is. And St. Lucas Oil will be the Big 10 there. So we will be doing on December 3rd. We will do both games. We'll have a early game, and we'll have a middle afternoon game, and then Saturday we will have Big 12 and MAC. Sunday we will do the Mountain West and Sun Belt, the American and SEC will be here. Will be Monday, Tuesday will be the remaining three, which will be Saturday the 5th, Monday the 6th. We'll figure out that later. In the past, they have been around the 17th and 18th. The reason why they're putting it earlier is so that it's not overlapping with a bowl game. So the bowl games are separate to the conference championships. And so we will be doing all conference championship games and all bowl games. There won't be any, oh, it didn't happen. We're not going to do it. We are going to play the whole bowl games out from beginning to end, every conference championship from beginning to end. Also, Harrison, is there anything in between that anything in between that that um is going to happen I mean, we'll still be doing season games between now and the postseason, and December 11th, which is after the conference championships, but before the bowl games, it'll be Army Navy week. So that game will be on my channel. I will do the Army Navy game. And then we'll do the conference championship games. We'll do the conference. We'll do the finish of the regular season game. Do what? Let's see here. How many weeks we have left in the season? Well, we're gonna finish it and do week 10, 11, 12, and 13 conference championships. Then the Army Navy game, and then the bowl games. That'll be what's coming up on my channel as far as college football is concerned. The games that we got scheduled for this week 10 is as follows. We'll do Army Air Force this week. Kansas State. Auburn, Texas A&M. Liberty, Ole Miss, Missouri, Georgia. Wake Forest, North Carolina. Pitt and Duke. Ohio State, Nebraska. Oklahoma State, West Virginia. Tulsa, Cincinnati. Baylor, TCU. Navy, Notre Dame. Wisconsin, Rutgers. Michigan State, Purdue. LSU, Alabama. Well, there's some games we're going to choose. We haven't decided fully what ones we're going to do there. So the rankings week through 1 through 9 are based on the AP poll, while weeks 10 through 15 are based on the college football playoffs. So, and then Madden, we have any more Madden? We will be doing Madden. We'll do the new football league. The All Pro Football League will be done after college football is done, and while we're wrapping up Madden, and then that will go in late winter into the spring. There. So definitely we will be doing the Auburn Texas A&M game this week. So yeah, that's my channel update for talking about that I'm gonna be doing recording every bowl game, every conference championship game, and every bowl game, conference championship game, some of the major games the rest of the regular season, including the Army Navy game. I will do Army Air Force, Navy Air Force, Army Navy. I will do all the military academies right in a row. So that that is all done. We know who wins the Commander-in-Chief trophy there, in my version. So I think that's about doing for this live stream. Hopefully everyone's enjoyed all this content. Until next time, keep on your everybody.